Hey YouTubers, Happy New Year. It's your boy Pauly C with Washington Pro coming at you with another live episode of Carpet Cleaning Guys Vlogs. And in today's episode, I'm doing one of my commercial accounts. I've got 4 units to polish up here. This is the first one. It's up on the 3rd floor. It's that commercial carpet. You may be familiar with these if you watch my videos regularly. It's that flat commercial carpet with the neoprene backing, which is a foam type backing. It's not glued down, so you will see some buckling or bubbling, waving. No biggie. It goes flat once the humidity levels straighten out. You could see here, I didn't think it needed to be vacuumed, so I rubbed my foot across it, covered with black dog hair. So we will be vacuuming today. And I am going to elicit somebody's help out there. As far as the Hoover Hush Tone goes, the commercial Hoover Hush Tone vacuum, I have a question, and I can't find an answer anywhere online. And it just doesn't make sense. When things are strange to me and they don't make sense as far as engineering or construction of products, you can see there was hair down here in the hallway on the wood floor that kind of tipped me off. But anyway, we'll get to your help here in just a little bit. This unit is being ready for turnover, and I am using my new wagon. This one is, I think it's a $78 wagon, and it was without a box and on clearance for $20. Come on, Merry Christmas, Pablo. $20? And it's got bigger wheels than the one that I normally use. It does fold up. You pull it up and it kind of goes into a rectangular cube. But it holds more stuff, and with the bigger wheels, it's easier to maneuver around. And as you know, I put my Oric, my work sprayer, my jug, and my commercial vacuum, as well as pads, anything else I need. I do have several dirty pads in here with a towel. That was from my last job, and they were in the wagon, so I just left them in there. But anyway, and that last job was done with the Orbot Vibe, and it came out beautiful. I was unable to film there, but okay, let me show you. You see this attachment? Okay, wait, look at the shape. You see the shape? The crevice tool is round, and this is not. So it does not fit in there. What's going on with this? So what is the purpose of this extension wand? It doesn't fit in the handle. You cannot put any of the attachments in it. I mean, come on, what's up? Does anybody know? And then it's shaped that way to fit down in there. And it says in the manual, you just take this off for the attachment tool. And that's round. See, round, round. These fit, no problem, just like kindergarten. A circle won't fit in a square. A circle won't fit in a star. Come on, Polly. So you have to lean over to edge. Big pain in the butt. I'm probably going to get some PVC pipe and extend it. But I do want to know, what is the purpose of this? Anybody have any idea? Please solve this mystery. And that little piece down there it attaches to, it does not pull out. So that's not an option. I just have no idea. What a waste. What is that for? My wife says, oh, it's for picking up larger objects. You just pull it out and suck it up. But it has a sharp metal edge, which I will not be using. So anyway, my wife is going to pre-vacuum these rooms. And like I said, there was a lot of hair embedded in these carpets. Before she had a chance to come back, she vacuums the other room, and she had planned on coming back into this room and edging it. I didn't realize it had not been edged, so we are going to see some hair and debris pop up when I clean it with the Oric. I hate when that happens. It gets all over the wall boards, so you got to wipe the wall boards down, and you got to come back in and do a post vacuuming, which this carpet actually needed anyway. After I was done, I realized the auric was digging in, and the rotation or the orbital motion was pulling up some of the embedded dog hair. Not much, because the Hoover Hush Tone did do a good job of getting it out, but some of it did come up, and the carpets dried really fast. And we used Awesome End Cap today. Worked absolutely wonderful. And when I say today, I mean we used Awesome End Cap on all of the jobs we did today. We had one big home that had 10 rooms and a set of stairs, all Berber carpet, and then I've got 4 units at the commercial site here. And I'll be cleaning these up. This happened while I was trying to figure out that piece. I noticed this is like a squeegee that goes on the bottom of the vacuum, and one side had tore off. So I figured I better pull the whole thing off. I could probably order one and replace it, but truthfully, I don't know that I'm ever going to need it. I don't really vacuum wood floors or tile, so I'm thinking it's just something I don't need. If you got a Hoover Hush Tone commercial unit and yours popped off, let me know what you think. Do you really need that? So anyway, this was wrapped around, that string was wrapped entirely around my beater bar. When I flipped it over, I was able just to pull it and unwind it and take it right out. But the Hoover Hush Tone has just simple clips, no tools to break it down. There's the Auric Orbiter in there. I'm going to fill up my 4-gallon jug. I'm only going to use I usually use a gallon. I usually do about half a gallon per 200 square foot, per room usually. And I don't really need any more than that. And then the dwell time, 2 to 3 minutes max. So you spray one room, you get right on it. Because this stuff crystallizes down. It is a polymer. It is an encapsulation product. It's Awesome End Cap. All the products and stuff and tools that I use are listed in the description below the video. If you use the link, it won't cost you a dime more, but it will let the End Cap store know that I sent you there, and they do give me a percentage off the products that I order. So I certainly appreciate the support. And today I'm going to bring it to about 1.5 gallons, just so I'm not sucking on the bottom of the jug. If you use a work sprayer, you know we drop the little filter that sucks the water into the unit, and it needs to be submerged in the solution in order to have the full power and full spray. And I will show you, I haven't shown in the past how I flush it out. Sometimes I'll just fill the tank up, this jug up with water. If I feel the need, I'll put a little vinegar in there, and then I'll just spray all that out through the gun. We'll mix it up. You could see the Awesome End Cap does have a little bit of foaming action, and that it dissipates really quickly, doesn't interfere at all. I actually like it because I can kind of see a slurry sometimes on residential carpet, so I know where I've been. But I will show you today, I'll just use the sink since this is a vacant unit, and I'll clean out my work sprayer by just submerging it in some water on the bottom of the sink and then spraying it empty. And the reason I do that is since we're using End Cap products, if you leave the End Cap product in your work sprayer, it'll dry down to a brittle, it'll probably break apart, but just to be safe, you don't want that stuff to clog up your unit, and then you have to go through and clean it all out. So just spray it out with some fresh water. You don't necessarily have to do it after every job, maybe the end of the day. Works fine. I'll show you this thing. I can't use 2 hands because I'm filming, but I'll show you as soon as this fires up here, look at the power in that thing. And if you take this out on a sidewalk, what I'm just spraying lightly here, you'll see a very heavy film of water on the concrete. So it doesn't take very long. That's the beauty with VLM. You want to be able to get your pre-spray down as quickly as possible and get right to work. No pumping, no physical labor. These are $59.99 refurbished units from the original manufacturer's Works. This one I got on eBay. You can search on eBay Works 20-volt lithium power battery powered sprayer. Definitely recommend. I've had this for I think a year and a half, maybe 2 years. Zero problems. Has made my life extremely easier than those pump-up sprayers and any other electrical type sprayer or battery operated sprayer. I've never run into one that works as well as the Work sprayer. I do use the short lancet, which is the end. I think it comes with the long lancet. And then I also set the setting to 40 degrees, which it's the original end piece or the original tip. And I just have always put it on 40 degrees. Works fantastic. You could see the Auric Orbiter is just slamming the carpets. I am using a 100% cotton Glad pad. And I will reveal the pad to you here in just a moment. We'll take a look and see what kind of soil we're picking up. Even though there's not going to be a dramatic change because these carpets were not filthy or not heavily soiled. They're kind of an olive color. I don't know if you can see or differentiate that. Sometimes the camera plays tricks on people. Things look beige that are white. You know, this is like if you're in here, it's a light olive green. And it does have those little square patterns. And like I said, it is a commercial grade carpet with a neoprene backing. So if you flip it over, it just has that like a layer of black, light grayish foam that is actually, I don't know how they adhere it. Maybe they blow it onto the back of the carpet fibers, but it's adhered to the backside. And the only problem with that up here in the Northwest with the humidity is, and it is raining today. We got over snow about a week ago, but now it's raining. And the humidity levels are going to be high. And if you have the heat running in here, they have these little wall heaters. It'll increase the humidity. And as a steam cleaner, I always tell people, I've gone in homes and when I had my truck mount and I would steam clean them. And then they'd call and say, hey, the carpets are still wet, 12, 14 hours later. And then I would ask them, what's your heat set at? And they said, well, we turned the heat up to dry the carpets. So we set it up around 78, 80. Wrong. That's an old wives' tale. Heat does not dry carpet. Heat, imagine filling your bathtub up in the bathroom and then turning the heat on. It's going to fog up the windows, fog up the mirrors. Same premise with carpet. So you don't want to do that. You want, if anything, air conditioning, believe it or not, takes the humidity out of the air and dries carpet a lot quicker. But look at these pads. Look at that pad. I'm going to flip it over. It started to come all the way through, looking fantastic. Oh, yeah. But like I was saying, you can't have air conditioning when it's 40, 38 degrees out here. So you're going to be left with those buckles. You can see them there. And this is where my wife had to post vacuum. I think if you glanced over in the video while I was so busy talking, you would have seen some of the debris, like back here on the wallboard right there in the center. It just flipped up from the edges. So we'll come through and wipe the wallboards down and then just post vacuum everything, get it looking nice. Let's take a look at this pad and see what we got. And I've had this Auric now for, I think, 2.5 years. Just never has failed me. Look at that dirty pad. I am using the Challenger OP pad driver. They list it as a 10-inch pad driver. That's the cup size. There's the 2 pads, 1 for each room, soil all the way through. But it may be time to buy another Auric Orbiter, just because this one has served me so well. And I don't know, probably keep going, but okay, check it out. So here we are, all done with this. So I'm going to submerge in the clean water. And you could see it's flushing out any soap residue, or not soap residue, but the awesome end cap, that little bit of slurry. And I'm just going to keep letting it run under the fresh water until I feel like it's been completely flushed out, and then I'll put it away. And it'll be ready to serve me tomorrow when I'm working. Just drain that out. And if you have one of these, you should do the same thing. Take care of your equipment. Like I said, I think I've had this 1.5 years, maybe 2 years, and I've done really nothing but just clean out the filters every now and then. I do still need to get the stainless steel washers so it doesn't show the rust on the washers that weight it down into the tank. Look at those wheels. We'll pack up these pads for the laundry. Oh yeah. We'll take one more look. My wife turned off the lights. Very efficient, and I appreciate that. Remember, those buckles will go down. And it does have a lot to do with, turn the light on here and I'll show you. This one's not buckling as bad. I think I can catch it in time where we don't get as much humidity. Like this one here, take a look. The vent back there is where the heat, it's got one of those wall heaters. And we'll take a look at the temperature. Let me see if I can find it. I'll show you maybe on this one. Yeah, there it is. Let me clear it up. And it is set at 70. So we will turn that off and allow just regular room temperature. We don't open windows because we don't want to let the humidity from the outside in. That's the other thing when you're dealing with rainy areas or humidity like Florida, some areas of Texas. All right. We'll turn all the lights off. We got 3 more units here. They're all pretty much on the same floor, which is nice. You see all those scratches? Oh yeah, that's from a dog. That really makes me sad. You know, dogs get lonely in these units and they are waiting sometimes all day for their owners to come home from work, and they get a little excited and start pawing at the door. So anyway, that's it for today's episode. We're going to head on over to the next unit. I don't think I'll film that one. I'm going to kind of get in and out of these last 3 so I can get home. I will upload this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have some answers for me about that Hoover Hushtone extender, the extension on it. I don't know why they would even have that. It just doesn't make sense. Thanks for watching this episode, and I look forward to seeing your comments down below.